Hi guys, it's Lily. It has been 30 weeks today since I first applied for the International College Program, Cultural Exchange Program, whatever you want to call it, and it is now 6 weeks and 3 days till I fly off to go start the program. First, I wanted to give you guys a couple of updates, and then we're going to move into the really important subject of this video, which is my bucket list. What's been going on in my life recently is that I just unofficially graduated from my course at uni, technically a TAFE course, but let's not talk about that. I finished classes 2 weeks ago. I handed in my last assignment that I had to do 2 days ago, so as far as I know, I am done with my course. I am set to graduate on the 17th of December, but as far as I'm concerned, I am a free person. The only thing I have left to worry about is all of the stuff that I have to do to make sure that I'm prepared for Disney. I'm going to be handing in my letter of resignation to my work tomorrow, so that's happening. I've actually started packing a little bit. I know that sounds extreme considering I've got so much time left, but I just had this pile of things to go to Disney that I knew I wasn't gonna need before I got there, like my Gryffindor scarf and my tea and all of my traditions clothes. Basically a whole bunch of things that either needed to be put in a safe place or things that I definitely knew that I wasn't gonna use until I got to Disney. So I thought, well, I've got both of my suitcases just sitting in my room because I have nowhere to put them. I may as well just put some stuff in there. So now I've got about half of a very loosely packed suitcase ready to go. So congrats to me. On a more kind of non-personal note, pretty much everyone who is set to check in on the 13th of January received an email from Disney the other day about preparing for your arrival. I was thinking about doing an entire video on this, but it's not anything that needs extensive explanation. It asks you to do two things. One of those things is to look over the documents that you have to bring with you. It's literally just a page that has a list of things on it. You don't even have to click anything. You don't have to say, yes, I've got these documents. It's just saying, these are the things you need, don't forget to pack them. And the other one is the hire documentation, which basically is just a whole bunch of forms that you read over. They're about stuff like costumes and your responsibilities when you borrow costumes and stuff like that. All you have to do is read over them and sign them. So I decided that instead of making an entire video on it, I would just mention it here because it is a step that you have to complete, but it's really not important enough to warrant an entire video. As far as I can recall at the moment, those are the only things that are actually happening in my life. So let's move on to the bucket list, shall we? Before I begin, I just really quickly want to say this is probably not my finalized bucket list. I've been working on this for a while, but for some reason every time I think it's done, I keep remembering more and more things that I want to do. So I probably will keep adding to this until I get there, and probably even during the program I'll keep adding to this. So what I plan to do is make a page on my blog specifically for my bucket list, and I'm just going to have everything that I want to do, including the new things that I create or remember later on, and as I achieve them I'm going to cross them off. So if you guys are following my blog, you can see what things I have and haven't done, and maybe give me some tips and advice on how to get my bucket list all cleared off by the time I leave the program. Let's begin. The very first item on my bucket list is probably the very first item on a lot of people's bucket lists, but it's really important to me and I really want to do it, and that is to ride every single ride in the main 4 parks. I kind of want to put the water parks on there as well, but I'm a bit wary of them, mostly because they don't open all year, and also because I know now that I will chicken out every time I try Summit Plummet. Every time without fail I'll be like, yeah, I can do it, and then I'll just, nah. So along with my bucket list, I'll also have another page on my blog for my ride list, and I'll cross those ones off as I do it. As an extension of that, I also want to have proof that I did it, so I want to record myself on the ride just so that I can have those memories forever of me experiencing those rides for the first time, and also I can prove to you guys that I didn't chicken out and not do it. It'll be a really interesting experience for me because I've never been to Walt Disney World, so I'm walking in with a completely clean slate in terms of rides. I'm really hoping that by the time I leave Disney World, I will have cleared them all off my list and I will have ridden every ride. Number 2 on my bucket list is to 1, start pin trading, and 2, collect at least 1 pin for every Walt Disney Animation Studios movie that there is. It might not be possible, or it might be quite difficult because I haven't seen many pins for the package films and the less popular films, but I really want to try anyway because I feel like it would really get me into pin trading instead of just collecting sets that are available in the stores. I really want to try my hardest to find pins that you can't just pick up, that you have to trade for. I really want to force myself to start pin trading because I know that I'm gonna love it if I actually get the chance to get into it. Number 3 on my bucket list is to keep vlogging. It's really quite simple to vlog while I'm at home, especially now that uni is over. I really want to try and keep this going. Number 4 on my bucket list is what I want to do is I want to buy a jumper or a shirt or something that has the year logos on it. I know every year they come out with a new one for like 2014, 2013, stuff like that. I really want to get one for 2015 and take it around and get it signed by as many characters as possible. So that can kind of be like my little souvenir type thing. I don't normally go for items with the year on them. For some reason I don't like them that much at all, but I think because 2015 and doing the program is such a significant thing that I really need to buy something with the year on it and get as many signatures as I can. Which is probably a bit of an unrealistic expectation, but I'm going to try anyway, is to save up for a Dooney and Bourke Walt Disney World bag, probably the tote bag. I just really like them. I've been looking at them forever, and if I buy one while I'm there, I don't have to pay for postage. Number 6, I want to participate in Dapper Day. Unfortunately, when we were at Disneyland last year, it was actually on Dapper Day, but I didn't know that Dapper Day was a thing back then, and so I was just standing there like, why is everyone so fancy today? Why are you wearing heels? Are you crazy? But then I realized they weren't crazy. It was Dapper Day. I missed out on it last year even though I was actually in the park. I really want to participate in Dapper Day next year. 7 is really weird and not really Disney related, but I want to buy an ugly Christmas sweater. Really, like, hideously ugly Christmas sweater. And hopefully if I extend and I don't achieve my dream at the start of the program, I can achieve it at the end of the program. Number 8 on my bucket list is of course Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I'm a really big Harry Potter fan. As you remember, I spoke about packing my Gryffindor scarf. I am so excited about Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I'm going to get myself an annual pass as soon as I can. I've already picked out the merchandise that I'm gonna buy the first time I visit. I've already picked out the rides I'm gonna see the first time I visit, so I'm just really excited about Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Number 9 is try a Dole Whip, in brackets, even if it makes you sick. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to pineapple, and I know there are other flavors of Dole Whip, but I'd feel kind of like I was cheating if I didn't try the original, so on a day where I don't have work later on and I can afford to not feel well for an extended period of time, I'll probably buy a pineapple Dole Whip anyway, just to see what it's like. Number 10, I really want to see all of World Showcase in a day. Unfortunately, I don't drink, so I can't really do one of those drinking around the world things, but I'd really love to possibly eat around the world if I could, or just go to all the areas in World Showcase and maybe see those little films that they play about each country or pavilion. 11. I really want to get a photo with every princess. I want to say every character, but there are some characters that only come out at certain times or at certain events, and if I said to myself, get a photo with every character, and I couldn't get a photo with every character, I would be so angry at myself by the end. So I'm setting myself a realistic goal and saying every princess. 12 is go trick-or-treating. I'd really love to go trick-or-treating somewhere where there's people everywhere and it's really, really busy and it's actually a real thing. 13 is eat at Be Our Guest restaurant. It's so cliche, but I want to do it anyway. Like, pfft. We've already got at least 3 people in our group who want to go there for their birthdays, so I'm pretty sure we'll be going there quite a bit throughout the year, and I am really happy about that. 14 is to try a turkey leg. 15 is do a 4 parks 1 day challenge. 16, 16, have dinner for my birthday at the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theatre. Number 17 is to get a roommate photo on Splash Mountain. 18 is to see Newsies when it comes to Orlando. I'm currently waiting for tickets to go on sale. Hopefully by the time I finish filming this, I can go buy Newsies tickets and book that in. Is to do the kitchen sink. Number 20, if I extend, to go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. To finish my Walt Disney Animation Studios DVD collection. I'm currently missing 4 movies, I think, at the moment, and none of them you can buy in stores here. I'm hoping that as soon as I get our address, I'm going to buy them all off Amazon, save on postage, and have a complete collection. Number 22 is to convert at least one of my roommates into a Gravity Falls fan. Gravity Falls is one of my favorite shows at the moment, even though it's Disney Channel and it's for kids. It's just a really, really great show, so I'm hoping that if I just put on a couple episodes, maybe I'll get some people interested. And that's it! Thank you guys for watching. Next week is actually my mom's birthday and we're going to the zoo. So even though it's not Disney, I thought I'd have another crack at some in the field vlogging and show you guys the Melbourne Zoo. Alright, I will see you then. Bye!